So, hello and good afternoon. Welcome to Thursday's daily outlook on US 100 and US 500, that is Nasdaq and SP500. So, this will be a very short video. So, the reason I did not post a weekly outlook is because I wasn't trading on Monday and Tuesday. I had taken swing the swing longs on Thursday. After this FOMC manipulation, I took longs here and took TP1 and TP2 on Monday. So yesterday the trade hit break even. I shared it on my socials on X and my free WhatsApp channel, so you can check that out. So since that is over, I can now go back into the markets and hunt for some other setup. So let's do it. So as usual, if you are an intraday trader, you want to start from the daily chart and then you can go to the lower time frames. So that is what we call a top-down analysis. So that is what we will do right here. So let us start with US 100 and see what we can see on the daily chart. So our bias has been bullish, especially after we had FOMC on last Wednesday on 17th September. Price wicked lower. It rebalanced this fair value gap right here. It rebalanced the fair value gap right here. Let me just mark it out on both assets, that is. No. This is the fair value gap that was rebalanced. On both assets, which is what we had expected in that week, and also on SP500. So after that, we had these up close candles which formed a daily change in state of delivery right here. We have a daily change in state of delivery, CSD. So we'll just mark that as our daily change in state of delivery. So that is a daily change in state of delivery on both assets to the upside. So once price did that, we expected price to go high. The rate cuts that we're expecting, we got the rate cuts that we're expecting, so we expect to see bullish price action over the next few months. So let us analyze the last 3 days what has been happening. So on Monday we had a bullish day, which, as I have said, it pushed my swing trade to TP1 and TP2. And then on Tuesday we have these down close candles, these two on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, which was yesterday, we had these two down close candles. But I am still very bullish because I I I, I took this as a retracement to the change in state of delivery, because ever since price formed this daily change in state of delivery, price had not restated that change in state of delivery or the order block of some sort. So price had not retested it, which is very crucial to retest it so that price can continue higher. So in my analysis, what I really want to see today, the other reason that I am bullish is because you can see that we had this, which is our last up close candle. It was Monday's candle, and we know that order flow, according to order flow rules, price should respect the up close candles if we are bullish. So this is the low of the last up close candle, and we can see that no daily candle has closed below that last up close candle. So we can see that yesterday being a Wednesday, the retracement that occurred, the bearish move that occurred did not close below this Monday's range. It only traded lower, swept it, and then it retested this daily change in state of delivery level, and then it came back inside the Monday's up close candle. So what does that tell me? It tells me that price is still very bullish, and I want to see a continuation of the bullish price action today and tomorrow, because we are still it's still fairly early enough in the week, Thursday and Friday, so we still have 2 trading days remaining. So let's go down to lower time frames and see what we can see. We can start with the, we can just go to the 1 hour, because so going down to the 1 hour, let me just back to the 4 hour where I'll just turn this to somewhere where it is visible. Then I'll also do the same on US 100. So if you are following me on my socials, you will notice that I had traded off this change in state of delivery, which has now go higher. So let's go to the 1 hour and do some intraday analysis. Right. So there we go. So as usual, I will mark the midnight level, using a vertical line. There we go. So this is Wednesday, and then this is Thursday's trading. Thursday trading has started here. I'm sorry, right there. It has started right there. All this down close was yesterday's trading, which I did not participate in because I was in the other swing trade that I took on last week on Thursday. I was still holding it. Break even was hit yesterday after taking TP1 and 2. So looking at today's price action, what you can notice is that at 3 a.m. we have already formed a low that is currently being retested as we speak right now. So I'll just mark it out as the London session low, which as we are covering this live. So let us mark the same midnight open right here, and then we'll mark that was the current daily low or the London session low. Then we also have the previous day low right here. So let us label those for now. First, previous daily low, then we have the London session low, which has been swept on Nasdaq. It has not been swept on so I don't think I need to mark that, but let us just mark it previous day low. So on Nasdaq we have swept the 3 a.m. low. So let me just mark it out, but I will explain it in. But you can see that on US 500 we have not swept it, so potentially this could be an SMT under formation, but we'll see how it goes. I do not want to talk much about that because the London kill zone is about to end at 6 a.m. So what do I want to see at 9:30 stroke 8:30 open? At 8:30 open, I have seen that we have news. We have high impact news or at 3:30 p.m., which is the 8:30 open. We have unemployment claims and we have the final GDP quarter, and so at 8:30 open, I want to see if that news price action will either for the change in state of delivery to trade higher, because today I will be targeting the previous day highs, So there was a shallow sweep here, so I do not actually want to say that price was swept. I just want to label it as a relative equal highs. So that is what you will see marked as REHS. Those are relative equal highs, which are on both assets. So that is my draw on liquidity today and tomorrow, because I will be looking for longs on US 100 and US 500. I believe that the bearish price action that we have observed on Monday and on Tuesday and on Wednesday was just a retracement to retest the change in state of delivery or order block before we resume bullish price action. So we also have this previous day high right here. So those will be my targets. And on US 100, I will also mark the previous day high. What I will also do, I will also divide my, like to have my days divided so that I can see what Monday did, what Tuesday did, what each day did in respect to the previous day, and what levels I want to see being respected on the day that I am trading. So yes, that is it. I have these relative equal highs at the top here. I also have this previous day high, and we have the London session low, which has been swept on Nasdaq. It has not been swept on US 500. So if that 1 hour candle holds, and it holds, if this low and this low holds until 8:30, that will be an SMT, where US 500 will have formed a higher low, while US 100 will have formed a lower low. So which will be actually a bullish SMT, because that is a crack in correlation. It shows that the market makers are ready to trade higher. So that is the kind of hints that we look for using correlated assets or correlated pairs. So I guess that is it. I will not be taking any trades up to until 8:30, which is be at around I'll just go to the 30-minute for a cleaner view. So I'm starting to already see some hints of uh, bullish price action, such as this sweep on US 100, while US 500 has held that London session low, the 3 a.m. low, which we can call it the current daily low, formed at 3. So let us wait for 8:30. That is it for my. So if this price action holds, this is where I would like to see my change in state of delivery. So I'll just mark it as my last down close candle, DC. So because US 500 is the weaker pair, I will be taking the trade on US 500. If this price action holds, if the current price action that we are seeing holds, I will take the trade on ES, SP500. Just mark that as my last down close candle. So I guess that it I'm looking at. I've already told you the only news that we are expecting today. The others are medium impact news, so nothing to worry about. And as you know, I do not trade the news. I just need to know, or I just like to know when the news are happening so that I can avoid the chaos, because structure forms after chaos. So this is my last down close, the change in state of delivery. If this particular price action holds, the particular price action that I'm talking about is that if these two lows hold up to the 8:30 open, if this holds and then we get a change in state above this, I will be taking a long here. My stop loss will be on the current daily low, which is at 66.27, and then my first take profits will be here at the previous daily high, and then I will hold the rest to relative equal highs and maybe higher. So that is it. Thank you for joining. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe for more of this. Thank you.